Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So what I got for you today is the JJRC H36. This drone right here is just like the Eachine EO10, and I really like the way the Eachine EO10 perform and fly, so I decided to get one of these as well. And yeah, let's get into it. So this is everything inside the box. You get the user manual, you get this is the USB charging cable with some extra propellers, and it's a JST connection. I believe this is the 2.0 JST connection. I know there's like another one where it's like super duper tiny. Alright, here is the remote or the transmitter. This is just like the Eachine EO10. It's basically identical. Here's the Eachine EO10 remote compared to the H36. It's basically identical. Even the functions are the same. So you have your return home, your headless on this side, and then your trim forward and back, left and right trim, and then you have your speed control and your flip button. And then the gimbal feels really good, just like the Eachine, so I really like this. It's pretty cool. At first it was kind of small with the Eachine, but I got used to the size of the remote. Anyways, in the back it requires 2 AA's, which I've already put in there. I basically took it off of the Eachine remote. Alright, that's the remote. Here's the drone. It's just like the Eachine. It's basically identical to the Eachine. Alright, let's take a look under the canopy. Here it is under the canopy. The board looks a little bit different from the Eachine. Let me show you the Eachine. Alright, so here's the Eachine compared to the H36. If you can see the board, it's a little bit different shape. It's kind of like cut off right here, but the Eachine is not. Alright, so that's compared to the Eachine. And let's check out the battery. So here's the battery, 150 milliamp hour, 3.7 volts, 30C, JST connector. Pretty cool, pretty standard. And then the user manual is basically the same thing as the Eachine. It opens up into one long paper. So like that, it opens up into one long paper. And then on the back side is the Chinese version. That's the manual there, and yep. So this is basically everything you get inside the box. Alright, so let's put this together and fly. Alright, so before we start flying, I just want to show you guys another comparison in size and remote with the Eachine EO10 and the CX95. So on my left is the CX95. This is the remote. It's kind of similar, but the CX95 remote feels so much better in the hands just because it's a little bit bigger. And the gimbal feels really good too. And then with the Eachine EO10, it's basically the same thing, identical to the H36. Alright, now let's look at the drone. This is the CX95, and what I did was I changed the cover. I put in an FPV cam. This one is a 800 TVL. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to put on some goggles when I get some and start FPVing with this one. But anyways, yeah, this is a drone size comparison. If you look at the motors, if you look at the ducts, they're basically identical. Same with the Ishin EO10. If you look at the ducts, the motor, the propellers, even the top cover is the same. The only thing that's different, it says H36 on this one and EO10 on this one. And with my EO10, I did some modification here. Stuff started breaking here from all the crash. But yeah, it still fly like it came out of the box. So I really love this drone. That's the reason why I got that one and that one. I'm really liking this Ductrix type. Anyways, that's the comparison in control and drones. So now let's fly. Alright guys, so here's the JJRC H36, and to bind it, all you gotta do is turn the controller on and move the stick up and down once. So now it's bind. So let's fly this thing. Alright, so I'm gonna start off in mode 1 and let's see how it does. This should be just like the Ishin EO10, and right away I could tell that it flies just like the Ishin EO10. It's nice and soft in the air, really easy to fly. This is mode 1 for you. And that's the fastest of y'all. Pretty cool. Let's try it in mode 2. It's a little bit quicker. Alright. Let's try some flips. Pretty cool flips. Just like the Ishin, it kind of drops a little bit. Kind of loses altitude when it flips. But overall, it's a fun drone to fly. It's really good for beginners, and yeah. Let's try headless mode. Oh, that's return home. I actually pushed the wrong button. Alright, let's try a headless mode. Alright, the blinking lights mean it's in headless mode. So I can have the drone spinning all crazy like this and still fly the way I want it to. That's pretty awesome. That's headless mode for you. There it is, it's headless mode. And that's the fastest of y'all in mode 2. Pretty decent. Alright, let's go out of headless mode. And let's race back and forth. So far it's pretty good, you know. H36 is just like the Ishin EO10. A really good beginner's drone, really affordable. Anybody can fly this. Anybody can learn from this. This can make a really good tiny whoop setup with an FPV cam, so highly recommend this, just like the Ishin EO10. And you can actually use the Ishin battery in here too. They're basically the same thing. Alright. there's the blinking light. Let's see how long it stays in the air before it falls out of the sky. So far it's doing really good. It's in the low voltage mode. Let's see if it can flip. Yeah, it's not flipping because it's in low voltage mode. This is a really fun indoor flyer. It's still flying even though it's blinking in low voltage mode. Pretty cool. Alright, so yep, that's that. I'm gonna land this thing, and I don't want to drain the battery too much. It's not good for the LiPo. But anyways, that's the JJRC H36 for you guys. Thanks for tuning in.